Fathers, being criticized, rebuked, scorned, comes with the role of being a father. It could come from our wives, the mother of our children. It can come from our children. What do we do with that? How do we respond? So today on Fervent Fathers, we're going to look at criticism, handling criticism. You can see that criticism is usually one of two things. It's either a true reflection and deserved rebuke on you, or it's a lie from the spiritual host of wickedness attempting to use words to harm and destroy. Open rebuke is better than love carefully concealed. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Proverbs 27. You're saying?
Yes, I honestly think all criticism is good for you.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's a different perspective.
Not like
trying to get.
somebody being abusive,
Right.
but
Yeah.
so you get to see things through their eyes, and maybe you did miss something.
Okay.
Maybe you didn't do something the right way. So now you got a different perspective how to look at something. Or you learn from it and you do better because now you know better.
Change or whatever.
You feel like they're right.
Yeah, what if you feel like they're actually right, but you just don't want to hear it?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think I would ever get my back up. If I thought they were right, I would definitely want to model that I can be wrong and I have something to learn from other people. I'm certainly not going to let my ego take over here. I'd want to concede that I have something to learn from this person.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I would imagine that his wife and children would be very happy with that. That his lack of ego and his humility and willingness to admit he's wrong. I am though kind of curious though. I wonder if I interviewed his wife and his kids, if they would say that he is that quick to respond. I would hope so. I think that's the goal for all of us fathers. It's encouraging. And I didn't ask him if he was a Christian. I didn't talk about their faith at all. But I would be curious to see if what he said is true and if he is a Christian or not. Okay. I mean, that sounds excellent. I don't know what that's like in real life. Like, are you actually able to do that in real life?
Yeah.
Because that's hard to do.
I mean, your boys, they see like, hey, I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes. So they see that and they're like, oh, it's okay to fail.
Yeah.
But you got to fail within reason.
Okay.
Some consequences are greater than others.
Yeah. So does that sound like then you're willing to basically say an apology?
Yeah, you gotta be willing to put yourself out there, and understand and learn from it. I think that's one of my attributes is I'm willing to learn from my mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to quote from David Mathis when he wrote an article for DesiringGod.org, and what he wrote was, reproof is a fork in the road for a sinful soul. Will we cringe at correction like a curse, or embrace rebuke as a blessing? One of the great themes in Proverbs is that those who embrace rebuke are wise and walk the path of life, while those who despise reproof find themselves to be fools, careening toward death. Further, he says, even when it's a rebuke poorly delivered, and the timing or tone are off, and the motivation seems suspect, we'll want to ransack it for every grain of truth, and then repent and thank God for the grace of having people in our lives who love us enough to say something. But in order for us to really unlock the power of rebuke, we have to be in the love of Christ. With him in view, the one who loved me and gave himself up for me, no longer must reproof be an assault on our very foundations and deep sense of worth.
You know, I was a drill instructor at Marine Boot Camp, Parris Island, so I got to do a lot of the critiquing on recruits and drill and stuff like that.
Right.
So, you know, you want things a certain way, and when they're not doing it, you come down hard on them.
Gotcha.
And it was the same thing when I was a recruit. So, yeah, you give and take.
Yeah.
I think before military, being young and immature, I took it a lot personal. I would definitely say I would get pissed off. Immature, of course, you don't know. You don't understand what the person's really trying to tell you. You just think that they're coming down hard on you, picking on you and stuff like that. So I would take it personal. Football coach, mom, stuff like that.
So was there times where you, back then, where you felt like maybe you needed to like push back on that?
Yes, and I did. You know, like I said, it's all about you were immature back then. You didn't know any better, so you did a lot of things based off of feelings instead of facts.
Gotcha. Okay. We can use the Bible to show our children how even though people committed the worst sins against God, He still forgave them and transformed their hearts. We can help our children understand that character transformation is a continuous process due to the dual nature that lives within us.